Okay, we're live. Hey, everybody. Hi. Dr. Gail and Mary, here we are live. I'm going to do a shout out for a few. I'm looking at my phone because it's easier for me to scroll down on my phone than on my computer. So I want to say hi, Mara, Hassan Intuition, White Dragon, Karen Johnson, um, Butterfly Kisses, Healing, and let's see, African American one, Karen Johnson, Vivian. Hey, everybody. Spirit Watcher Suzanne. Let's see. And let's see, Carrie, I don't think I've met you yet. So welcome. Welcome on, you subscribers. Thank you. And Juno, I'm going to, I'm going to try to, let's see if I can do you as a moderator right now. Let's see if I can do moderator. I forgot how to do it. I thought I had it. And all I'm getting is put her in timeout or block user, which I don't want to do. I wanted to make you a moderator. Well, I'm going to have to work on that a little bit later. I thought I had it and I don't. So Gina, don't take it personally. I want you as a moderator. I will get you there one day. Hey, Prince Charming's mom. And let's see. Okay, well, we're going to start talking. And then we can go into some questions that y'all might have. But first thing, we're going to talk about Mary's mysteries. My God stole me. I don't know how long ago it was now. Was it about a month ago? They came and said, Mary's name needs to be Mary's Mysteries. And I was like, well, that sounds good. That sounds perfect. Instead of we trying to identify what she is or what she does, it's a mystery.
yeah, that's right. Because like a lot of people are like, well, shaman or healer or teacher or whatever, and I'm a mystery. How about that?
Mystery. You're a healing mystery.
Well, the only new stuff here, I think, is well, there's a few things. I don't know. One, I think I'm doing more front to back with all of these removals since you moved, because since you moved, I've been removing the implants and removing entities and doing all of those things. I still refer out to Gail very specifically for people who I feel like need very good alien attention. But so I've been doing more of that while she's been moving into some other realms. I've been connecting in with Mount Shasta a lot lately, which is interesting that you live there now. So apparently in my journal last year, I had connected in with Mount Shasta and written an entire thing about the power and the energy there and what that means to me and how we connect together. And it wasn't until last week when it came forward again that I even remembered I had written that. So all month long, I've kind of been working with the power from Mount Shasta and what that means to me in my personal journey and healing. And there's a lot of power there. There's a lot of power with that. It's like ground zero for energetic power.
Right.
Is what that's really coming down to.
And I think probably our connection probably makes it a little stronger for you to connect with it. Makes it probably easier for you to connect with it. Because it just seems to generate energy from here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so, and you left 2 months ago, right?
That's not even 2 months, but I tell you, it feels like a year.
I've been doing a whole lot since then.
Yeah, I've been bouncing around from Airbnb to hotel to Airbnb, and things have been changing for me. And I actually thought I would be bored here, in the beginning. Absolutely not. No boredom happening here. That family can fit everything in the day. And then, of course, you're living in a place like this and you want to visit everything. So I try to make at least 2 hours a day for me to go do something touristy or something that I can connect with energy. So anyway, and that's how I've been working. And then the rest of the day, I have to do other stuff. I have to do all the 3D stuff.
I might need to come visit and do all the touristy stuff.
I think you need to. I want everybody to come out here. In fact, I'll be moving in to a 2-bedroom apartment. So I'm thinking about trying to do the little alien theme of the Airbnb I went to. They had the alien suite. And I thought that would be cute to make a room as the alien suite. I'm thinking, that'd be cute if I could do that. So, but anyway, what about in their store? Anything new going on in there? People need to
You know
know
what? Our store is always growing and moving and changing. Inventory in and out all of the time. So, we have the books, we have the incense and all of the cleansing products, along with some tarot and oracle decks, all of the crystals. We have quite a few events coming up as far as sound healing events, sacred intimacy type events for the divine feminine, the wild woman, through root activation and openings. Probably sometime in November, we're going to have a memorial art event for one of our artists who passed a few months ago. I'd like to do another cacao event. We have a lot of different things. And actually, tomorrow, this last round of students who are graduating the medicine wheel will be holding their graduation ceremony. So I look forward to getting them certified and having a little fire circle with them and sending them off into the world with all of their gifts.
What happens when they do go off to the world in their gifts? What do they do with that? Probably people don't know what happens when they graduate from that class. Then they probably would like to know what they could benefit from or what they can do with it.
The class itself is a life-changing type of thing, and it lasts a whole year, and it really just changes perceptions and core beliefs and worth and value so much. So they step off this medicine wheel completely different than how they stepped onto it to begin with. And some of them keep it as a personal journey. And so they just keep working those steps that they've learned, and they just live in a more aware and different kind of way. And some of them move into healing themselves or becoming the healers themselves. So I have, in this particular graduating class, I think I have two or three. I have three who are wanting to start their own practice out of this and begin helping other people and healing them in their own authentic way, and how they personally bring these same healing modalities to the world. So it's just a way of growing and expanding and rippling out. And I'm excited to see what they do with it.
Are most of your students from Florence, South Carolina, or are they all over the place?
This particular class, only one of them was long distance. My next round that's going to come through is about half and half, and my third round that's going to come through this year are all long distance.
Okay.
So it really just depends. And these are all just people from this year who have just stepped on at different times and different months. So it really just depends. But this class gets a graduation because most of them are all here in person, and they really wanted to be able to have a little get together and celebrate each other. So,
well, congratulations on that. That's a big success, having creating people out there. So.
And none of them dropped out.
Yay! Yay! Hey, Vivian and Susie, 007, Susie 007, Susie. And let's see, Strawberry Rhubarb. Hey, how are y'all doing? Glad y'all are here. Well, I want to talk a little bit about what's going on with me. First off, I get my apartment Monday. I get rid of this Airbnb tomorrow, and then I go to another one for the weekend, and then I get my place I'm going to stay on Monday. Thank goodness. And it's at the bottom of the mountain, so it's a great location, and it's convenient to everything. So it's a great location. Also, Mary has been taking over all my jobs of implants and getting rid of negative entities and all those things. And they're just yesterday telling me what I was going to be doing. And mine is what they called experiencers. And experiencers are the ones who have had ET contact, either in 5D, 6D, 3D, whatever way y'all are getting contacted by them. That's what I'm going to be focusing on in the future, is actually helping the people try to figure out those contacts and what's happening with that. Also, I've created a website to actually set up appointments, and there's 15-minute appointments, 30-minute appointments, and an hour appointment. The 15-minute appointments is if you only have one question or two questions and you're not getting through to us on these chat boxes in here, or you don't want to tell people in the chat box what's going on with you. And 30 minutes, we can go into it deeper. And then an hour, will be more of a uh, more going into the negative energies and implants and some kind of medical procedure that's going to need to happen. So that's what's new with me. And that website is Dr. Gail Starseed Healer at Gmail. And that's where Susie 007, which is in here, she has created this website for me. Thank goodness it had never happened if she hadn't helped me. So thank you, Susie, for helping me. And it is making a difference because it is a lot easier to have something like that to schedule appointments.
What's the website?
It's Dr. Gail Starseed Healer at gmail.com.
Okay.
Got it?
So these are like mediumship, alien mediumship, and ask question appointments.
Yes, this is what they call it as experiencers, people who've experienced it as an ET experience, and it can be 3D or through your third eye or whatever kind of experience, or you're waking up in the middle of the night, you're seeing them, and this is will allow you to contact me and either just ask that one question about it, or you need several questions.
Guide them through their experience.
Right. I can guide them through those experiences and help them understand, especially most people want to know if it's good, bad, or, their star family or different things like that. So I can help them with that, connect them to it. So that's the direction they told me finally yesterday that I will be going into and it's called Experiencers.
I love that.
Yay.
Alien experiencers. I love that. I really do. So, I mean, I'm not going to say I feel abandoned out here or anything, or,
No, I mean, they've said the whole long that I would be still the backup for or what they call it, a consult. I would always be there to consult. But yeah, they kept dumping all this stuff on you, kept over and over again, and we were starting to overlap a little bit. And then I'm sitting there going, and then they tell me, I'm not going to do that anymore. They're haven't fully told me what I'm going to do up here in Mount Shasta, but that's what I'll be doing with my YouTube and website and things, is helping people on that level with those ET or alien experiences.
I love that because it's almost like we overlapped for a little time and then started having separate experiences, but almost in the same way, where you moved to Mount Shasta and I'm connecting with Mount Shasta, and you're dealing with the experiencers or whatever through fifth dimensional space and fourth dimensional space or whatever. And I've been doing healing work within fifth dimensional and sixth dimensional space. My activations have taken a slightly more expanded turn, I think, because we started with just energy activations, and that has moved into DNA activations, and then that's moved to morphogenetic field activations, where we're working with people's the field that's around their third eye space, the pineal gland. So we're connecting in with their ancestral gifts and that area. So we've been activating a few different things with that, and so I don't know if it can expand anymore past that. What else is there to activate at this point? I don't know.
Well, Susie is in the chat saying I said the wrong website name.
That's why I asked, but I didn't want to say that. You gave your Gmail account.
It's Dr. Gail StarseedHealer.com.
Yeah. Well, I asked just to be sure, but that's your email, was the Gmail.
Yeah. So, anyway, yeah, she has patiently set that website and everything up for me. So thank you again, Susie. And thank you for correcting me. Okay. Anything else we need to talk about before we open up to questions? Well, Mary?
Did you get a new guide?
Have I gotten? Well, Saint Germain has shown up for me. Since I've been in Mount Shasta, and of course, I didn't know who he was at first, but he was showing up to several of us. And when Danny and Kim and Bill were up here, he showed up at our first meditation together. And then I realized who he was. But he had shown up separately to me, then Danny, and one other person. And then he showed up at the meditation group. but he is very prominent in Mount Shasta. I didn't know that, but he has made himself very present. So that would be my new guide. And I think he's just a guide for Mount Shasta. I'm not sure that he's actually a guide. We showed it this morning too. I've got the Chrome Zone ladies, Priscilla and Heather are here. They have a YouTube channel also, and they're up here visiting now. And we went up on the mountain, meditated, and he showed up for that. And they might still be up there. I don't know. I told him I wasn't going shopping with them this time because I had spent enough money in those rock shops. They can go on their own. So there's so many of those shops here that is so enticing that go in them. But anyway, so they're out there. I ate breakfast with them, and then we went up to the mountain. And then I got an email from, which was appropriate timing, Kim. And she was wanting all of us to join together and meditate like we did when they were here at 8:30 this morning. So it was pretty appropriate that that power was still there. So anyway.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's Mount Shasta. Mount Shasta's, the energy's everywhere, and it has enhanced my abilities, and it has enhanced a lot of even my mediumship abilities. It has enhanced that since I've been here, which I didn't realize. But even my medical, like I've always been able to see, not always, but I can see people's X-rays. Like whenever they're having an issue, I can actually pull their X-rays up in my mind and see them, and so that's even become stronger also.
Yeah, that's interesting that you said that, because when I was connecting to Mount Shasta, I didn't realize that's what I was connecting to in the beginning. It came to me as like a white ibis.
Mm-hmm.
But I connect with animals easily. And
Right.
when I was exploring the white ibis and everything it stood for, and I was looking into the power and the influence, and also something about, I don't want to say death, but something about the realms between life and death, ushering over, and the spirit realm, and letting go of things that are taking up your energy that don't need to, shedding, things like that. There was a lot. And then I received a word, see what mountain that's actually connecting you to. And I realized that it came to me as the ibis, so I could perceive it, but it was Mount Shasta. And during that time, there was a widening of the third eye. And I don't see like the X-ray like you. I see how I would describe as more of an MRI.
Right.
So, and I noticed that was kind of a little bit heightened as well. Meg's cat had a little thing, and
Mm-hmm.
we thought that he was hit by a car. But when I was holding him, I was confused because he was having these tics. And, normally I could, if they were hit by a car, I'd sense something in their body of why he couldn't walk, or, but I was sensing all this electrical energy in his head. And at the time, I was just moving through so quickly because he was obviously hurt, and I needed to get him to her. I needed to get her attention so she could get him to the vet. And come to find out, they think that it was some sort of stroke or seizure, or that he had a toxin in his brain or something, like he might have eaten something toxic, or even rabies or something. So it was something actually in the mind. So that was heightened through this experience also. So great for us.
Yeah, I think I see X-rays because of my chiropractic background, because we work with X-rays all the time, and also my nursing backgrounds, we work with X-rays. So I think when somebody's having an issue, it's automatically I can look at them now and just see their X-rays, see what the problem is.
I need you to look at my foot X-ray and tell me if I actually did break my foot 4 years ago.
4 years ago?
Looky here. Look at Linda. I've never broken a bone in my body, but 4 or 5 years ago, or however long that was ago, I was trying to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star on the bass guitar, and the strap came off and it slammed down on my foot, and I couldn't walk for a week. But that was the morning I was going to learn Reiki.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt like it was kind of intertwined, like maybe I needed to slow down and stop doing so much, and so that I could concentrate on the energy and start learning how that flows and stuff like that. So, but I think Martin might have X-rayed it, but couldn't really see anything because it was through the pet X-ray at the animal hospital.
Probably that still works, but usually It can be a stress fracture, and that doesn't show up until actually a stress fracture doesn't show up until after it starts healing, and you can
Ah,
see the healing matrix of it happening. So it was probably a stress fracture.
you are such a smart lady
Listen to you.
and pretty.
I'm just, listen to you. We were going like that. You're pretty.
Look, the Aquarius and the Leo have to hype each other up before we go on a thing.
Pisces. Pisces.
You are Aquarius moon. I will always see you as the Aquarius.
You're right. You're right. But yeah, I've been educated on all this stuff. So yeah, on the stress fracture, yes, it was a stress fracture. Yes, it was, and it's just this little teeny line, and it does have some scarring there that probably might bothers you occasionally, but there is a little bit of scarring there. So, but that's what it was. It was a stress fracture, and it healed, and it healed appropriately.
Thank you. I don't know if it bothers me or not because I don't even remember what foot it was, if I'm being honest. It might have been my right foot.
Yeah. Well, you just have a little bit of scar tissue there from the break. So I'm glad it's not bothering you. But
maybe I'll remove it.
there you go. There you go. Okay. All right, everybody. So it's time to open up the questions. And I haven't even been looking at the chat. And I will look down at my phone because it is easier for me to scroll. If y'all will put it up in capital letters, that'll be easier for us to see. But I know there's been some good information going on. People talking about. Can you scroll down and see the messages?
I can see the comments, but when I pull it up, I can't see anything else. But that's fine. I don't need to.
Right.
Can you see any ET guides for me? And this is Lightwalker.
Okay. Can you? Oh, there we go.
You see it? Good.
Yeah. Got it. Can you see any ET guides from me? And this is Lightwalker. Okay. Part of my process, Lightwalker, is I look down. I will be looking at the comments, but also I walk. Lightwalker, I write. and so I'm always just putting words down on the paper. So that is my process. And so if I'm looking down, that's what I'm doing. And it helps me connect to what's going on with you. So let me see what you got there, Lightwalker. Mary, are you seeing anything?
I am seeing something. It looks blue to me. So, anytime I see blue, I'm thinking Arcturian or Pleiadian.
Yeah, I'm getting.
It's destroying my altar.
I was getting Arcturian also.
But it's like I see like one main one and then maybe a few who are more in grayscale in the background.
And her name's Alice.
Alice.
You have Arcturian guide, that's Alice. She is your main one. There are others in the background, but they're not stepping forward. Alice is stepping forward. And I'm getting that you're pursuing something. And she's there to help you. Whatever that is that you're pursuing, she's there to help you. I'm not getting a clear thing on what you're pursuing, though. I want to say metaphysical, but I don't think it is. Are you getting anything on that, what she's pursuing at all?
I was sensing that it's almost like this. The word that came to my mind was dreams, but then in the reality part and the physical part, there's abundance and money. So it might be a new business venture, something that you've been really thinking about wanting to do, that at this time would probably be very conducive for you to start putting your creative energy into making a reality.
Right.
At this point, it could really open up.
Right, because I'm not getting metaphysical with it, but it is something she's working on.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thanks, Vivian, for putting. Please like, share, and subscribe. And let's see what else I got here. I think it's butterfly kisses. Healing. Oh, butterfly kisses. I saw that you want to be a moderator. I'll work on that too. I will get there one day. But anyway, Oh, I think I have to go straight on. That's what it is. Why I can't do it. I have to go straight on YouTube to do that. That's what it is. And I'm on StreamYard right now. Okay, let's see. Butterfly Kisses Healing. What can you share with us regards to light language codes? Well, I don't even really know what to think about this light language codes. I've seen people do it. And I want to bring somebody on that can answer these questions about that.
I have someone.
You got some? Okay, yeah. Let's see if we can bring them on and they can answer this question, because I had somebody in the last time I was live asking how could they do it, and I don't know the answer to any of those kind of questions about them. I mean, I've watched them. I don't understand it really. I somehow think I should be understanding what they're saying, but I don't. But
So there is a girl who comes to the shop every so often, and she's wanting me to put her on the website. So we're just getting her stuff together. And she actually, the service that she provides, or the healing modality she provides, is that she sings in light language.
mhm.
So she channels or communicates angels, and she sings in light language. And she recently showed up and brought me this staff that she said was infused with symbols and infused with light language.
Wow.
So that's really cool. And as soon as she handed me the staff, I was immediately taken by it. Was like, yes, this seems so exciting. And then she started singing what the symbols were, or what the staff was encoded with. And it was crazy because I instantly felt, I mean, honestly, like in real life to life person, someone hands you a stick and starts singing these crazy things, it's gibberish, so everyone around you is like, whoa. But I felt it on the inside. I felt like this rippling out, like it was encompassing the planet, like it was raising the vibrations and bringing us all into some sort of alignment, like we had leveled up.
Right.
And a lot of clients have come to me over the past couple of months feeling like they're at the bottom of something, and I've realized that we have all leveled up. And
right.
So where we were at the top of some level, feeling on top of it, now we're at the bottom of the next level. So this is something that's been coming up anyways. But if you're interested in her, I can see if she wants to come on and talk about some light codes or light language. I know that when I'm activating the energy field, I'm seeing light codes. I'm seeing these codes lighting up, but I don't hone in with any one particular code to see this means this or this means that.
I see codes also, but I don't have a language of it. And instead of me trying to guess about what they do or how they do, I would just rather have somebody here talking about what they do, because I do feel like they're actually activating us with their light language or whatever. But I just don't want to. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I don't want to pretend like I know what I'm talking about, because I don't.
Well, a long time ago, light language came up for me, and my guides told me that it would be much easier for me to use common language than it would, because of what I had to do. It wouldn't be a specific niche for me to use light language. So now anytime guides come to me or angels come to me, they make it in common language that I can understand and immediately channel. So I never actually had to speak much with light language or anything like that. Although every now and then, if you really let yourself channel, you'll end up saying some things that you go back later and you're like, what's this? Right.
But you know what? That was my parameters when I first started doing this stuff, is nobody's jumping in my body. And I have kept it that way. I'm not going to channel like that. I don't want anybody sharing my body. I don't want anyone jumping in my body. I just that's my line. That's all I have ever said. And that is my line. So I guess I will never be the one that will be doing light language, because that is my line.
So, well, it's interesting that the light language thing came up, because the only time that I've ever channeled has actually, well, not just channeled through information, but channeled spoke through me, was with dark beings.
Oh.
Because there's something there with working in the shadow, because, you know, we work in both realms, the light and shadow, to bring healing. So I can see angels, and I work with angels on a daily basis, and I have people around me who speak the light language. But then anytime it's ever come to where someone has some sort of really, really strong attachment that they need help working through, those were always the ones that would almost come into my voice and speak to them. And so I have channeled those a couple of times, but I always suggest strong cleansings afterwards. And that's not for the layman, I wouldn't say. Don't just go around channeling dark things. That's
right.
They can attach if you have any kind of low vibration within you. So disclaimer at the bottom of the screen for professionals only.
Well, as I said, I'm not going to do that. They're not jumping in my body. I'm not going to do the light language. That's the only thing.
You don't have to.
Yeah.
Your body, your choice.
That's right. That's exactly right. Okay, well, here's our next question, Mary Anna. Oh, that's pretty. Can you see if there is an energetic reason why my molar tooth extraction site is not healing quickly? Thank you both. Diet. I'm doing diet immediately. And I'm getting vitamin C. I didn't know that would be come through like that. When are you getting married? I'm getting Go ahead.
You picked up a lot of the body stuff, and I was picking up something energetically speaking as well. So if she naturally has a lower vitamin C right now, it's being caused from some attachment within the back of the sacral.
Okay.
So tapping into some energy at the back of the sacral, we're probably looking at some imbalance in that space. So you might want to look into doing, taking some vitamin C supplements, altering your diet a little bit. And then if you want to dig really deep into that, maybe look where in the past we might have some divine feminine issues coming up or some sexual imbalances.
Right. So I hope that helps, Mariana. So there's the two directions you need to go. It sounds like you need to do both. That first, you need to get that vitamin C and you need to have a better diet. And anyway, and then do some work, energetic work. Oh, Mary's Mysteries. Okay. All right. Let's see. I know I've missed a bunch of it, but I'm going to go right to what I see. Let's see. Oh, well, I didn't see that one. Let's see. I saw a docu. Let's see. This is Marie Henson. I saw a docu on History Channel about dragon skeletons found. I guess it's not really a question. So was that just information you were giving out there? But anyway,
I love dragons.
Oh, we got White Dragon in the chat here. Of course, we like dragons. I'm not sure if that's a question, Marie, or a statement, or you were talking to somebody else, but I did pull that out, and I'm not sure where to go with that. So, do you know where to go with that, Mary?
No, I was just going to go off on a whole tangent about the mother of dragons and wishing that dragon eggs were real and breathing fire and things like that. But it's not in all caps. So in their defense, they were probably just chatting with the other people.
Probably. Let's see. Sunny Intuition. Yes, I love dragons. And of course, White Dragon. Yes, dragons are fine, respectable people. Of course they are.
Very respectable. Yeah.
Yes.
Honestly, if you think about it, they're always like in a cave doing their own thing, minding their own biznatch, and other people come in trying to steal their freaking treasure. And then they get mad, and then they're like, we must kill the dragon. Just leave them alone. They didn't start this. They're just chilling, taking naps on their gold. Like, how I feel about everything in my life, honestly.
Got Mary cranked up there. Okay.
Take a nap on my gold. Leave me alone.
Okay. All right. Let's go to Vivienne. She has a message from my ET guides about my creative projects. Please, thank you. I want to pull a card for her. You can go ahead. I'm drawn to pull a card for this one, and I'm pulling out of my Starseed Oracle deck. And let's see what we got.
Yeah, because I think we had talked to her about just a few minutes ago about maybe there being a creative project that it's time for her to get on and bring into existence now.
the courageous peony.
Ooh.
So that means let's be courageous and get going on that project.
Is that really what it means?
Multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. Yeah,
Mm.
let yourself be seen. And so that is the courageous peony, is that be seen. That's what she's supposed to be doing. Let herself be seen on this creative project. Let us know more about that creative project, Vivian. But they're wanting you to be seen. They're wanting you to get out there.
This could almost be in like two different realms, as if there were something creative that she could, like something that's wanting to be birthed into existence that she could create for pleasure and for creativity's sake, such as art. But I almost feel like there's also some shift that might be wanting to be made within the career center of life, where maybe we're wanting to do something that's more concurrent with following our dreams, maybe something we've dreamed of being since we were 7 years old or something like that, and really just honing our personal gifts and our personal skills with what we're actually doing in our lives day to day.
Yeah, and also I get something how art is involved in all that. I'm not sure how that shows up for her, whether it be physical art or some kind of, she has to have everything pretty around her before she starts, or like perfect, but she needs to just get going. Be seen.
Don't be afraid. Let yourself grow.
Okay. All right, let's see. I think Zeta, let's see what she's got here. Zeta, Dr. Gail and Mary, please, could you tell me who was the male voice that woke me up yesterday whispering something like, change is coming? Oh, there's a lot of people getting that. Change is coming.
Jesus.
Yeah, but change is coming. And is that what you're getting, Jesus? I'm just getting it with is a family member who's passed away. Change is coming.
Gail, I hate to do it, but I'm going to have to be back in like 2 seconds because apparently my phone's not charged and I have to grab my charger.
Okay.
I know. Don't be mad at me. Don't be mad at me.
I won't be mad.
I'll be right back.
So say that male voice change is coming, but I think that male voice is coming to a lot of people. It's amazing how many people I have heard that from. And actually, I'm sure you're seeing the numbers 555, which means change. And I'm getting that it's going to be a good change. And but we're all, especially all of us in like this chat box, we're all seeing big changes. And Mary was just talking about that. We're all leveling up to a different area where we've leveled up, but we're at the low end of the next level. And that's kind of how I feel that you've done, Zeta, as you have moved up and you're at that lower end of the next level, and change is coming. So anyway, Bree's got a go, go, go. That's great. All right, let me see the next question.
I'm sensing some angels around Zeta, though, as well. There's some sort of specific, maybe not an angel, a specific saint that's coming through for her.
Yeah, she has a lot. Oh, yeah. Zeta saying, yes, I see 222, 333, 444, 555, and 666. Yeah. But I think that she is dealing with that same, what you're talking about, leveling up, and she's now at the bottom of that leveling up. And she's getting ready to go see a lot of changes happening. But it seems like there's so many going through. Of course, I'm one. I'm in Mount Shasta. I changed my whole life to be here. So it's been a big change for me. So I see 55. Every time I see 555, I'm like, I got it. I got it.
I understand.
Yes. Okay, let's see what I see. Let's see. It looks like that's Linda. I keep seeing angle numbers, 11s everywhere.
Those angel numbers, yes, 1111.
Yeah, good for you, Linda. That's good. Yeah, I thought, what are angle numbers? And I went through. Actually, my mind went to the Arcturian codes. It's what it went.
What are Arcturian codes?
The Arcturian codes are usually coming in numbers. Arcturians are big on numbers, numerology, and those kind of things, and they do a lot of codes and numbers.
Okay.
We do numbers and hashtags is how I see it. You know, hashtag number, no, triangle, plus, whatever. I see it all the time. That's what I get. and that's what it looks like. You
That's
get
interesting. Well, I'm gonna have to look more into that since I'm Arcturian and all.
yeah. You're probably getting it too. And I'll wake up and see him like going across my eyes, those codes coming across my eyes. But I've never.
Athena, you have never told me that before.
Oh well, it's
That
kind
is
of
one of the most interesting things I've heard today.
really.
Wake up and there's like Arcturian codes in your eyelids. Yes, that's interesting. What do you mean, really?
Well, they said they can't jump in my body.
I'm just gonna display it in front of your face.
Exactly, and that's fine. I'm fine with that. Just don't get in my body. All right, let's see.
Boundaries are important.
Yeah, I got my boundaries. All right, Sunny Intuition. Can you please tell me what's going on with my health? Thanks. Sunny, that's a little broad for me. I'm getting that it's not a one thing. I'm getting it's a systemic thing, almost like an autoimmune thing. I keep saying thing, real professional thing. I would check into Sunny's. I'm getting autoimmune. That your body is reacting to some irritant, and it can be a metaphysical irritant.
Worth and value.
What was that?
Worth and value.
Yeah. I'm thinking you have developed this problem because of there's some issues there. And it might be like the solar plexus and things like Mary's talking about. Oh, and you're not finding your voice, You're not speaking your truth. So, Sunny, you've developed this problem or your health issues are a lot with your metaphysical restrictions on yourself or things you're going to need to work through. You need to do some shadow work is what I'm getting. And it's going to help the other stuff. Anyway, I think Mary can help you with that. Go take it, Mary, because that's what I'm getting. So you have anything else to say to that?
No, it was interesting because with that one, I was just getting an image, whereas you were picking up words, and I was almost sensing this big yellow energy coming across the heart and down the arms and hands. Mm-hmm. So, of course, with the yellow energy, I'm looking into the solar plexus, such as worth, value, relationship with yourself, your personal stuff. But because it was spilling all upwards and then stopping about here, the voice would make sense that wasn't open and it was just coming down this way instead. So the energy's just not moving in an appropriate way. So I think that we came to the same conclusion through different methods. Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. Thanks, Vivienne. What I'm doing is I'm just randomly picking questions, what I see. I'm not trying to go back and find them. And I'm sorry that I'm not trying to get all of them. I'm just going to pick the ones because it takes us time to go back and look for the other ones. So you can just keep putting them in, your questions, and maybe I'll see it. Oh, you're welcome, Sunny. All right, Erin Mist. I am pretty sure I do a lot of shadow work in my dreams.
But your dreams are get out the trash.
I would say this is all up your area.
That's really all your dreams are for the shadow work so that we can look at things in a safe space, because when we're asleep, we're in our subconscious mind, and it's much safer for us to work in those realms than when we're in our conscious mind, because we're not trying to emotionally protect ourselves. So a lot of the time things have to come up in our dreams because we won't look at them when we're awake. So if we're doing all this shadow work in our dreams and it's coming up and purging, eventually it will come to the conscious where we can work on it on a more aware level.
Okay, that's good.
Do you know what a telos is?
Yeah, I know what telos.
There's a telos. There's been a couple of questions about a TELOS, and I may just not know that term.
No, Telos is the city that Lemurians have inside of Mount Shasta.
Okay, all right. Someone asked about that. What can we say about that? Tell us about this city.
Tell us
about
tell
that.
us. Well, actually, when we went and visited it, when and that was through our third eye. That when Danny and Kim and Bill were up here, we all meditated to go to Telos, and we all had different things. Like I got a tour of the whole city. I got to fly around it, and this um, almost like a roller coaster cart it looked like, but it flew and it took all six of us. There's two of the Lemurians in there and the four of us. But then Kim had a really big meeting when she was there. She met with two people. I think it was two people, and they were telling her what she would do in the future. She didn't like what they told her. She says, "I want to speak to the manager, please." But she came to terms with what she was going to do. So she had a lot that she did or got information that she got there. And I can't remember what Danny got, but I just got a mostly of a tour, and I was seeing big buildings, and I saw where the children played, and I saw where they grew their food, which is basically plant based. So that was Telos. I'm hoping, and I put that out there that I do want to go to that city in the 3D. I want them to take me in there. People have been there, and I'm hoping that I'll be honored to be one of the people that they do take in there.
Now, is this the same mountain that supposedly all of the like metaphysical language was hidden in, or all of the secrets, all the metaphysical secrets, all the spiritual secrets were hidden in when?
Well, there's crystal cities, and a lot of that is hidden in all those crystals. A lot of the information is hidden in the crystals. So Telos is basically a crystal city, and that's yes.
Gotcha. Yes, we did touch on the crystal city a little bit, I think during our last live or the one before, because I had visited a place that was called the Crystal City, where we do a lot of destiny work and things like that. But and you told me it was there, I think, and then it didn't quite click.
Right. So anyway, yeah, tell us. I'm hoping within the year I'll be able to tell you a lot about it. I'm hoping they'll take me in there. But there are people who have gone in there physically to see it, not just through the third eye. You can see the sun's coming in right now. Okay, well, let's see what we got next. Hey, Alice. Let's see. Oh, Miss Annie, happy birthday. I see that. Oh, thank you. Gina, thank you for the info and tell us. You're the one that asked. Okay. Warrior Girl. Hey, how are you doing? Holy crap. I was told recently I need to go to the. Ooh, I lost it.
She was told she needed to go to the Crystal City. Wow. There you go.
I was told recently I need to go to the Crystal City. Yes. I think there's going to be a lot of you because of your connection with me. I think we're all going to be heading out that way. And that might be why I'm here, is to bring all of y'all to the Crystal City, to that crystal healing, because it is a healing city. So, yeah, I'm glad you've gone, Warrior Girl. Let's see, what is Teresa saying? How do I allow my gifts into my waking awareness? Please and thank you. Well, Teresa, I think that just comes basically when you're ready. And it will come different ways, and it's probably already showing up and you're just not recognizing it. Let me see how they're contacting you right now. You're not listening. What are you getting, Mary? I hear that you're not listening to them.
Doubt.
That's probably what it is. You're doubting what you're hearing is probably what it is, because you're not listening to them. You're not listening to your guides. And that's probably what it is, the doubts that you're having. So you need to slow down and listen and not doubt what you're hearing. And it's going to come in your own voice. A lot of people think that the voice is going to be a different voice or something weird, but it's going to, it starts off in your own voice. So that's when your own voice comes up with a word or a couple of words, that is them talking to you through you in your own voice. So anything else you have to add, Mary?
I mean, this also goes almost back to the other question about dreams and shadow work, because a lot of people don't realize that our gifts and our power lies within the shadow. So there is light within our shadow. So our shadow essentially is just showing us all these things that once we heal through them and learn how to stop rejecting them as parts of ourselves and quit doubting them, that we're really taking on our full power and we're finding where our gifts actually lie. And that's how we move forward. So it might be that there's some healing work to do just to remove blockages so you can get to your gifts, because we're always connected. We're never not connected. So if we feel disconnected, it's just a blockage. So we might have some healing work to do. We might have some shadow work to do with taking on our gifts and not rejecting parts of ourselves. And then also learning through how to work through our doubt.
And she's not having the confidence of hearing them, and they are they are talking to her, and she's just not listening. Is what they're saying. Not listening. I can hear not listening. So they are talking to you, Teresa. You're just not listening. So I think the self-doubt, you just need to tune in or do some shadow work or whatever work you need to do. But it's there. They are talking to you. Just not listening.
Gail, you just spanked her.
I did. I'm sorry. Sorry, Teresa. That's what I'm saying. Okay. I'll quit that. Okay. All right. What's next? Okay. Here's Warrior Girl again. I was told during an Akashic consult that I am a member of the Order of Light. One of the specialties is helping people shed their shadow. Oh, good for you, Warrior Girl. There you go, Mary. You can connect with her, the Order of Light. So she specializes in helping people shed their shadow. Are you working with that, Warrior Girl? Are you doing something with that? I mean, other than yeah. Warrior Girl, let me know if there's anything, if you're working with that. What are you getting, Mary, on that?
That's what I got with that one. When she said that, I was guided to pull a card. And the King of Fire, if you think of fire as being your intuition, your creative abilities, your action, things like that. And then this is the king of that. You're looking at being a spiritual influencer, leadership within the creative, inspired realms.
She believes her path, part of her path of enlightenment. I believe it is a part of our path of enlightenment. Yes. I'm just wondering, are you doing something with that, Warrior Girl? That's what I'm asking. Are you seeing people? Are you scheduling readings for that?
Because you could be a powerful leader with this. Is what's coming up, is that as long as you're aligned, you can really be a part of mastery and empowerment and leadership and things like that.
Yeah, she says she's only in the chat. My life is upside down and inside out right now. I remember that. I feel helpless right now with so much going on. I do remember that.
Well, you can't work shadow work unless you work your own.
Yeah. That's right.
So the more responsibility you have the potential for having, the more you're going to have to work through on a personal level.
Right.
Like Spider-Man.
Okay. All right. Hey, Oren, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in a while. I need to talk to you. I need to bring you on again. Everybody really enjoyed your artwork. Okay. Anything I need to pay attention to? Any messages I don't realize? Great to see you both. Nicole, you started a YouTube page. Oh, let us know what the name of it is. Great. Anything you need to pay attention to? Any messages I don't realize? I feel like you're an open book, that you're receiving your own messages. I don't get anything that you're not paying attention to. I don't. Do you, Mary? I don't get anything.
The only thing coming through for me is a lot of like that green love energy. So I think that there's a lot of gentleness and tenderness that she should probably go ahead and recognize about herself and just allow herself to feel loved. And then other than that, I think everything's within alignment.
Oh, no, not yet. She hasn't started a YouTube page yet. Okay. I think that is in her future. She has some great artwork and she channels in the information from the ETs. So, yeah. Okay. Let's see what else we have here. Okay, I'm not sure if that's something for us or not. Um, Warrior Girl's giving hugs to White Dragon. Um, anyway, if you go ahead and put some more in, I'm not going to back up to try to find the. And I'm sorry if we've missed somebody. Oh, we only have about 5 more minutes, so we have time for. Oh, okay. Here's Carrie. Is there a message for me from any of my AT guides or family? Thank you. You want to pull a card for that? Do you feel a card? Do you feel a card? I feel a card.
Pull a card.
You want me to pull a card? Or do you want to pull a card?
You can pull a card.
Okay. I feel a card. I feel a card. I feel a card.
Maybe we'll both pull a card.
Yes, let's both pull a card. And mine's out of the Starseed Oracle deck that I'm pulling out of. Because I feel like a starseed needs a starseed message. Baby steps. Action. Your intuition before it makes sense. Oh, okay. They're wanting you to take one small step before it makes sense. Quit analyzing. It's the same thing.
Yes. It's the messenger of Earth. So that's before you do anything with material, tangible results. It's not looking at it from the place of a baby, but from maybe a toddler or young child. Taking those smaller steps, being thorough, making hardworking, dedication, stuff like that, just being in the flow, but kind of taking your time getting there.
Yeah, and it says follow your intuition before it makes sense also. So, yeah. So, anyway.
Prudent and careful efforts.
Yes. Okay, let's see what else we got here. Thank you for please like and subscribe, Vivian. Appreciate it. And for entertainment purposes only, we definitely always do that. Okay, Strawberry Rhubarb wants a message from her spirit. There we go. Message from spirit. Anything I need to pay attention to. She's one that's also working on a spaceship. Not the same one we work on, but she works on a different one. So, listen, message from spirit for Sharon, Strawberry Rhubarb Tarot. Okay, let's see.
I see lots of aliens around her, and I don't even understand what they're saying.
Yeah, well, she does a lot of. You probably don't understand because she's more of the document or the documents. The person who keeps all the documents and keeps everybody straight, and we all kind of run from her because she wants to make sure we're doing everything right.
Yeah, track.
Keeping us on track. I've got cracked open, and that to me, what is yours?
Is the 7 of Fire, which essentially is doing your personal best, going the distance, perseverance, nonconformity, being cracked open, wide open, just doing the thing. Yes.
Yeah. That's good. That's great.
Unstoppable.
Yes. All right, everybody. I think that'll be it for today. Oh, but one more person. We have to get Starfish. She wants a message too. I have a lot. This will be our last one. I have a message from my gray guide. Okay. Starfish. Let me see what we got here. All right. Let's see if we got it. I got messenger. Messenger. What'd you get?
What does messenger mean?
I can't see what it says.
It's an 8 of water. So this is a lot having to do with emotion. But
Yes.
the 8 is also the continuity. So with this, we're looking at a journey of discovery, seeking deeper meanings to things besides the superficial or besides the mundane. So going deep within to hear the message of
the messenger. It's also saying serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. There you go. There you go, Starfish. So anyway, that's it for today, guys. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate every one of you. And we will be back in about a month. All right. Thank you. All right. Bye-bye. Bye.